So we're just wrapping up the conference here, Canadian Organic Growers, and we're talking to Chef Chris, who is teaching at a school in Ontario. We're going to find out more about that and the challenges and the interesting curriculum and things like that. So Chef Chris, tell me, where are you teaching?
I teach in Fergus, Ontario. It's 20 minutes north of Guelph.
Yeah, and how long have you been teaching the culinary arts, shall we say?
Yes, this is my 4th year.
4th year?
Yes.
And what was the most challenging to get that in the curriculum and or teaching the kids? And how old are the kids?
They're high school, grade 9 through 12. And challenges, there have been some. Going from industry to teaching involved going to teachers college, which was a challenge. But really, students appreciate good food, so it hasn't been as big a challenge as one might think. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about challenges.
Okay, what are the interesting things about it? Like, what do they like the most? What's their favorite food or dish or part of the program?
Yeah, it's been interesting. There've been some cool takes on things like lamb. We have some alumni from the school that have opened are running a really great sustainable lamb operation. So we serve their lamb. I find it great that kids are buying lamb in high school. We serve it with quinoa, and they like that too. And I just find I like taking those kinds of challenges with the kids because we don't give them enough credit, I find, at times. And when you give them a good product, they do respond really well, very positively.
Great. What are you teaching them? Sustainability, local, organic, or what's the deal?
It's a cooking class. It's a culinary arts program. They cook for 95% of the class. So I'm teaching them hard skills, how to use a knife, how to work through the myriad cooking options and methods that exist, everything from sauteing to steaming and poaching. And then I do it all within the realm of how best to work with local and sustainable foods that are more perishable and require hands-on skill to change and cook and make into the foods that they eat.
So, say someone signs up today at your school, how many months or classes will they need to feel reasonably competent so their parent doesn't have to cook for them and they can cook for themselves?
That's a good question. I've seen kids as early as grade 9 after one semester start booting their mom out a little bit and challenging the parents on their own skills, forcing them to buy chef knives and reorganizing their kitchen. So It happens early. It depends on the kid, of course. Some are late bloomers and won't do that till later. But it's interesting transformation. I really like parent-teacher night.
Why?
Well, because I have these discussions with the parents and the effect that the kids have had on their home life and the cooking and food at home, and that's a really great realm to be making some changes.
Let me ask you this, Chef Chris: has the students' diet changed through what they've learned, how to cook and nutrition and things like that, and that whole realm? Has their health improved by changing their diet in the way that you've taught them? Because you do local and organic?
Yeah, I can't.
Is there any studies on that?
I can't give any specifics. I haven't been in it, and I'm not in the position of stat formations. It's not my realm. But now I can tell you that there's an increase in confidence, and that's really the only real value in my kind of programming, is that it gives confidence to the average cook to take on what is local food. Because as much as we want to talk about how we should be eating it, the skills required to preserve it or cook it properly have been lost over several generations of processed foods, and so the work to revive it is really the driving force behind what I do. So yeah, I see a confidence level increase and kids feeling more confident to work with kohlrabi and different kinds of pumpkin where they wouldn't even know what those things were before.
Excellent. Do you have a website, Chef Chris?
Foodschool.ca.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.